know she getting it wet for me. Money coming in smooth, she like the things that I do. I like the way that she move.
Love don't live here.
Can't never relate. I'm an hour early, local jokers 5 minutes late. $1,000 in my jeans with a trick up my sleeve. I'm ballin' in a different league, boy, you know why I be. So people saying that I changed, I'm still the same to me. Gotta take it serious, it was a game to me. I done seen it, so I would never believe it. Ballin' like I'm Robert John, you watching me from the beach, a shooty fun, but I don't need her. Shoes I be cheap and only free on the weekends. Local joker, you decent. Every day I wake up, it's a celebration. Gotta go and get it now, no more time for waiting. I was broke, nowadays I be money chasing. People saying name my cousin, now that this shit amazed me. It was hard back then, now it ain't about nothing. As a youngin', I ain't have it, so that's why I be stunting. I was made in New Haven, whole life I was hungry. Now I'm flexing with some money, shorty saying she love me. I see some real digging, do some fake shit. But I see some fake digging, do some real shit. Nowadays I don't know who I should chill with. Give her back, hope you could deal with it. I see some real digging, do some shit. But I see some fake digging, do some real. Nowadays I don't know who I should chill with. I can give her back, hope you could deal with it.
That's the only way that things gon' change. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. Leave my songs hanging like my picture frames. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. I ain't folding, got too much to gain. I say I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough, I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough. Picture this like the pictures I hang up. Got G's that be pitching, telling me to change up. I was a snotty-nosed kid in my pop's rental. Used to sell candy and had no dental. Then I was 14 and I made a demo. BMX was the label, learned to indie hustle. I was the only dude rapping at that time. Times changed, cause now my grandmother rhymes. Sun don't come, just embrace the rain. That's the only way that things gon' change. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. Leave my songs hanging like my picture frames. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. I ain't folding, got too much to gain. I say I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough, I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. Lost in the wind, see y'all in the matrix. I bet like Vegas, yeah, that's where it really went. Loyal friends, side of town ESP. I tagged the walls, sticky for a small fee. Streets lick shots, hold bullets for breakers. I kept the new J's and had 1,000 takers. You never know the heart of a true man until you test him and try to kill his fans. Sun don't come, just embrace the rain. That's the only way that things gon' change. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. Leave my songs hanging like my picture frames. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. I ain't folding, got too much to gain. I say I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough, I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough,
The rain, the rain, the rain, the rain, the rain. I leave my songs hanging like my picture frames. Because I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough, thorough, said I'm thorough. My heart is thorough, I'm thorough, thorough.
a Cuban like Mark, you a Cuban like Pitbull. Complex like my projects, yet real simple. I had a dream, now the pharaoh told me off. But then I woke up to a Nile River cough. I feel I'll never get respect that I deserve. So call your neurologist and get me off your nerves. Cause niggas know my status, I ain't got a type of word. My instas are instant visual proverbs. Our time is now. Socrates to Plato. The past is the past. The poetry is cable. Mommy taught me well, pops made me not fear. Nostra now, Nostra then, watch out for the seer. Hands clean, my bitch is my appetite. I need to fast real fast and get it right. Hands clean, lips sealed, real tight. ESP, my future is so bright.
Sun don't come, just embrace the rain.
That's the only way that things gon' change. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. Leave my songs hanging like my picture frames. When the sun don't come, just embrace the rain. I ain't folding, got too much to gain. I say I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough, I'm thorough, my heart is thorough. I'm thorough,
The rain, the rain, the rain, the rain, the rain. I leave my stars hanging like my picture frames. Because I'm thorough, my heart is thorough.
Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Ride around that rocket. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it.
I said big change my pocket. Boy, no, you
can't stop me. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Big change in my pocket. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Boy, no, you can't stop me.
I lean on the scene, they can't stop it. Got time on my hands like a watches. I was in minutes to minutes regardless. Getting the feeling, they feeling it godless. Debris in the air and it's garbage. See me, I'm getting them dollars. Taking it, piling it high like it's notches. Getting it, stretching it out like it's mozzarella. However, my fellas will hover. Whoever will step in the casa with the intention of being a monster. Thinking they frank, but really they hostas. They feeling the rain on the ponchos. They messing around with these haunches. They shell it in like a conscience. That's what the meaning of clearing the conscience. Hey. Imposters, yeah, they tryna keep up with their hostage. They tryna beat us with their classes, yeah. Really can't see, give them glasses. Leaving them brainless as hostage, yeah. I flick them and hit them and clip them and pass them. Leaving them dying, I'm out in the ashes. Saying I'm dead, they apostle. I burn them, they dreading like bosses, yeah. They see it how I want do it. That's how I'm flipping for profits, yeah.
Ride around that rocket. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Ride around that rocket. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. I said big change my pocket. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Big change my pocket. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Boy, no, you can't stop me.
I be riding around in that rock, yeah. Soaked up in the cockpit. That meaning I'm so clean, and boy, you can't wash it. All that they do is just gossip. Boy, you better watch it, cause them shells be coming out like pasta out of boxes. Yeah, no money they making is nonsense. My money be making me monsters. That's what they know, I got this. Man, I'm gonna go like an Oscar. The words I speak in Monaco. That mean I'm fresh and I'm hotter. The limit bubble like hot tub. I'm calling shots like I shot to. Hey, blackity blocker. I do it how I wanna do. I definitely doing it proper.
Ride around that rocket. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Ride around that rocket. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. Boy, no, you can't stop it. I said big change my pocket. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Boy, no, you can't stop me. Big change my pocket. Boy, no, you can't stop me.
You ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 Where? You ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 Our space is set up to say nothing. That's why you're here with me. These sheets create limitations. Strip down when you're next to me. You say that you want it, so show me you want it. I say that to say this to you. Let's do what we came here to do. If you feel that comfortable, you ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 Where? You ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 If you feel that comfortable, it's okay if you're whispering something. It's clear what you're saying to me. Here you need no invitation, cause it's where you need to be. You say that you want it, so show me you want it. I say that to say this to you. Let's do what we came here to do. If you feel that comfortable, you ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 Where? You ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 If you feel that comfortable, our space is set up to say nothing. That's all that we need it to be. So born in a good situation. So
for me? Well, you know, do it better. Floss and burn cheddar. Dress for any weather. Coogee and mere sweaters. Christian Dior leathers. A walking trendsetter. Your girl is over here and I think you need to come get us. You can't rap, you traps and this team consists of misfits and a bunch of bad bitches. Your team consists of snitches and broke bitches. I'm an auto that controls and exposes. See, I'm laid back. I ain't trying to control bitches. I just rather get fly and get high and take pictures. But I'ma get by. Know why? Cause I'm a beast. I don't fear nothing in this world except police. You accept the police by side giving speech, giving descriptions on who and where I be. Why you wanna pick on me? Because you're not me. Them Jews is icy, them shoes is pricey, complexions icy, feet always in Nikes. Best that I ever got over thotties and Eli. Cardi is the truth, no ifs, ands, and probably no big plans or hobbies, just big bands and lobbies. You know. Do it for the team. Do it for the team. How low can you go, man? Do it for the team. Shorty looking mean, that is sad tight jeans, that Maybelline sheen. She remains the top queen, it remains to be seen. What a nigga to make dreams, who can escape things, who can shake things, take trips to New Orleans, bring back them pure things, break down them whole things, deserve like 4 rings. Turn my barrel to a circus, something like 3 rings. Let my chain swing, it ain't nothing but a G thing. I'm doing my G thing, wherever the beat bang, wherever the fiends hang. I'm serving that ass. My brain is like, man, you dealing with poo stains. You the best thing smokes the days of Soul Train. So my first M around the days of Soul Plan. I just ride around getting it. Shout outs to 2 Chainz. Put some respect on my name. Shout out, yeah, my Larsha got that Birdman. And it's protected by Lil Wayne. It's worked by Young Thug, so it's YC and B in it. Canary yellow diamonds. It look like somebody peed in it. Cherry red Yeezys on. You see it, I'm bleeding it. Cardi bars is crack. Others said they needed it. Do it for the team. Do it for the team. How low can you go, man? Do it for the team. Do it for the team.
She go to work, tip top. Love the way she move that body, wine, y'all. Freaky, let's get it. Won't love her, no kiki, still she bound to bust it open. Almost every time she see me, let me drown and get wavy in your waters, yeah. You do it right, I just might call you back. She say it's better with no strings attached, yeah. Lil' shorty smart, she only speaking fact. I got the juice, I got the sauce, I got the swagger. You got some, then I got some, but I know my is better. Yeah. I'm on the south side, little north, what's happening? I like bad, who get 100 likes with no captions, yeah.
Awesome, she go to work, tip top. Love the way she move that body, wine, yo. I'm awesome, she go to work, tip top. Love the way she move that body, wine, yo.
Pull up, wreck, we full, yeah. No hands, Lord. That Lil' mama could work it. You know what you got. We link up the slide, but don't forget the top. OMG, now make it bounce. She don't like to miss a beat. It gotta count. She just push it. You got it. Looking too much cake for my health. Yet I love when she cooking. Shorty colder than ice. You should see when she melt. You should lower the belt. Focus set in the mood. When she want it, she get it. There ain't nothing to prove. When she want it, she get it.
There ain't nothing to prove.
I got the juice, I got the sauce, I got the swagger. You got some and I got some, but I know my is better. I'm on the south side, little north, what's happening? I like bad, who get 100 likes with no captions, yeah.
I'm awesome, she go to work, tip top. Love the way she move that body, wine, yo. I'm awesome, she go to work, tip top. Love the way she move that body, wine, yo. I'm awesome, she go to work, tip top. Love the way she move that body, wine, yo.
Prices on the key, prices on the key. What's the prices on the key? Prices on the key, prices on the key. Colliding against acting like me. Switch style, started rapping like me. I put that on fire, you ain't trapping like me. Talking big money, what's the prices on the key? I was 15 running with them GDs. But you know what I'm claiming, flaming, banging big B's. And now I'm pop Molly, but the Rari on E. Rolling up gas, Bob Marley OG. 7,000 for the rollie, ain't even bust down yet. 2-door Beamer, I ain't even drove around yet. Looking for me, I ain't even hit the town yet. Making money talk, now I ain't hear you make a sound yet. I'm negotiating with the plug talk price. Said it's 42, I said I'm going through a crisis. Threw me 9 ounces and I bring that money right back. Could've ran off with it, I ain't even like that. But you know what, and kept 100 on the breakdown. If you got kicked, I'm designing from the waist down. Listen to my own, it's riding through the A-town. Looking like money, safe to say I need a safe now. Homie ain't nothing, still stunned, cause the money ain't nothing to a jig. Ain't nothing to a boss. Every day I'm racked up, like I be strapped up, everywhere I be. Everywhere I go. Maybe it's the liquor down, drinking or a lot of skin sounding like me. Sounding like him. I be with the plug, talking numbers, trying to find out what's the prices on the key. What's the prices on the thing? Prices on the key, prices on the key. What's the prices on the key? Prices on the key, prices on the key. What's the prices on the key? Yeah, I be thumbing through a check. Cuban around my neck, 800 for the sweats. Skin start hating when you phones off with a sex. Bunch of minors thought you probably thought that I was stressed. Mobbing in Miami in the Lamborghini. Louis Damier 400 for the beanie. Go ace bottle looking for a genie. Old niggas call me phony cause they never see me. Henny to the head thinking fake. 3K for a first young nigga made. Loving them again, but they nigga hate me. But I been getting money on them getting late. All white Nikes, ball mains cup. Same nigga, I ain't never change up. Red Balenciagas, I be flamed up. Benny Hondas every week cause it came up. Homie ain't nothing, still stunned cause the money ain't nothing to a jig. Ain't nothing to a boss. Every day I'm racked up, and I be strapped up, everywhere I be. Everywhere I go. Maybe it's the liquor down, drinking or a lot of skin sounding like me. Sounding like him. I be with the plug, talking numbers, trying to find out what's the prices on the key. What's the prices on the thing? Prices on the key, prices on the key. What's the prices on the key?
I never told a lie, you could calm my blood. I only speak the truth, only speak the truth.
I told you I was falling back, circle to a period. I've been striking gold, these haters stuck on their period. Still stressing with BM, father I couldn't be him. Wake it up! I said wake your ass up! It's not over about to say what this in the morning!
Top of the morning, mother, get you out of bed by calling up a ruckus. I know you hate to love us, get your ass up out the covers. It's time to rise and grind, get your money on time so you can rise and shine.
Wake your ass up! Wake it up! It's showtime, baby. It's showtime. Showtime.
Matching the smooth by a stretch. Good morning, yes. How about the shower in the mirror check? Chicken my fresh and I keep it 103.5. Get it correct on your dial, that's the FM. So tune into us, let's trend. Beat the topic, only morning show that's on and through. Clean out your eyes and sip your coffee, let your morning flow. How about your ride like you arrived, but it's time to go. Top of the hour like the ad-lib, my state is sown.
Yeah! I'll be ready up.
Put the coffee in the cup and wake your ass up. This beat hit so hard, thought it was a Mack truck. Grab a bag up, that diesel and gas up. For this ride, we about to drive till 9 can't pass us. Cause we're leading the caravan, serenading your travel plan. Herding the cattle, man, as we give you a battle plan. For all the wealth to grab up. But first, you need to wake your ass up.
My city, I wear it. Daily the black is gearing. I'm coming to lift the spirits like toasting a drink. I'm a breath of that fresh air while you yawning. Chasing that paper, we be on it. Speaking of mine, and that's designed to make you think. Hold up, just sit it down for a second. Tune in and think. Who put it down with the bars and don't need a drink to drink? That'd be me, whether gargle or the breath stink. Stink from running late, so I'm rushing like doing things. Could you get it?
Like a fresh cup of coffee in the morning. We gon' get you on your day. I want to work to play. It's your morning.
Cause see it's growing, I got it, call it the buzz. These dudes vagina, they leaking, needing a plug. These chicks is lonely, they weak and seeking a hug, and we got them fresh up early mornings on it, waking them up, let's get it.
Wait, I'm sorry behind them.
From your time to my time. From your time to my time. True.
I'm here for the early birds, give them the worm, can't say a dirty word. My town to yours, rooftop to the curb, the topic's superb. Politics, give us that acknowledgement. Elephant in the room, you couldn't move it, we the monolith. Wipe that cold up out of your eye and hit up that Wi-Fi and peep the other sun. Every day come catch another one. Compliment your coffee and your honey bun. Tune in with the tune in or the FM on your morning run. 6 in the morning, fighting for bathroom time with daughters. I got my laptop popping, they keep it ugly for all us. Every demographic on perimeters, we who you listen to is independent radio for independent listeners.
Ad-lib on the track, hold it, here I go, my vocals. You were waiting for lyrics? Did it how we do it, baby. But I can give you some answers. Quantum on the beat, baby. Young Race.
For real. Good morning to you. Let me give y'all a little bit of video. Yeah, we talking about keeping it ugly here this morning. We've got a lot of ugliness we got to cover this morning. Also, we have a guest that's going to be on with us. Looking at the numbers across the country right now, the U.S. is holding on with coronavirus cases, 1,064,572 confirmed cases. It is 61,669 deaths. Looking at recoveries, 147,411 for the recoveries. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can we say, have you seen the new cases plus minus on the list?
Plus minuses.
All right, plus minus, plus 181 in California, plus 137 in Pennsylvania, plus 39 in Georgia, and the deaths plus 5 in California and plus 1 in Georgia, plus 21 in Alabama for new cases, plus 7 in deaths. So,
well, it goes as far as it goes for deaths. I think your numbers are a little bit off because what I'm looking at is we're over 1,000 from yesterday across the board.
Yeah, I'm just going what they have by state.
Yeah, but that's all that is showing up in the red pluses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When it goes down to, when you look at the actual numbers between yesterday, what we had, and comparing to today, well, you're looking at, it's over 1,000 deaths.
Mm-hmm.
It's, wow. These numbers just keep, and they keep rising because now you're looking at over 61,000 individuals lost their lives. And now it's becoming a thing where we either know someone or know of someone who has passed from this thing. And the big case here is always, I'm going to keep saying it, is rapid. It spreads rapidly. This is something serious. I know a lot of places are opening up. I guess the big story is going to be, how did these numbers affect Georgia? Where does Georgia stand in the next 3 weeks or so? Because this week, Georgia opened up and, well, people are still staying home. People are like, listen, I'm not going to take a chance in my life.
Yeah.
I went out for a walk yesterday and I saw a restaurant right up the block here. It's gone. The restaurant is for sale by owner. I'm not going to say what it is because, it's America, baby. Capitalism. You got to you got to buy that daggone that time, baby, for me to tell you what it is. But when I saw that, by the way, it's just like, wow. It's like, here's a smaller restaurant, a small business, rather. It's just closed its door that has for sale by owner. Now, I can't recall if that was there before me, or should I say how long before was that sign? I just happened to recognize it yesterday. Made a mental note. I'm like, whoa, this is like this one. It's right here. It's happening. How many more of these are we going to see? Have anyone else saw any of those out there?
I've seen this one in It's not a restaurant. It looks like a store.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, I don't know who the owner is. I don't know if it's a male, female. His president, save me, President P. Trump, like President Trump. It's a banner. It's in spray paint outside of its business. It's like an old it's an old store. It looks like so.
And it's asking Trump to save them.
Yes.
It's interesting. Well, these things it is rapid. I mean, well, it's not rapid right now, but at least when I'm not seeing it. That's what I meant to say. I'm not seeing it happening rapid activities or succession of businesses that are taking off, that are closing out, no longer going to be here. And that's the thing that I want to know, how many businesses are really going to be affected by this? I mean, this is what kills me when people think that people just want to stay home because $600 more you're going to get. Yeah, that's the employees too. I get it. I guess that's what you're saying when you say that, Harry. But I don't see it where people are going to want to. I just don't see it. Anyway, got these conservatives. All they want to do is I did. Thank you. The conservatives, all they want to talk about is people just don't want to work. People just don't want to work. They want to stay home and get a check.
Anyway, about those numbers you were going over, the death toll and all that. Did you see the California doctors that came out and said they're being pressured to put COVID-19 on death certificates?
Well, question.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Salud. Thank you. The question is, it's not if you're being pressured. The question is, are they deaths? Are they saying that they're being pressured and it's not so?
There's a question.
Okay, the question becomes
COVID, right? But they're being pressured to put COVID regardless.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to hear. Are they being pressured to put it up there, even if yeah, we can assume that's what you meant, Harry, but I don't want to, especially something like this. I don't want to just put it out there that they're being pressured. And what exactly does that mean? Okay, well, now we know clearly what you're talking about, even if it's not. That's what it said. And to answer your question, I have not seen that report. I have not seen that report. Have anyone else seen this report? Where did you see this?
Two California doctors who are being interviewed.
On what?
Hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah, I'd just like to know this. I mean, they're being pressured. I mean, okay, what exactly does that mean?
Where are the doctors? Where are the doctors from? Are they from LA or San Francisco?
I don't know, California.
You be more specific than that.
Broad strokes right there. I'm not saying that it can't be happening. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what is the benefit?
We're supposed to listen to the doctors, right? I don't know.
What's that?
We're supposed to listen to the doctors.
I said the CDC are the places is where we got. I said the CDC are the places where we need to see where we should get that directive from. I clearly said that. I said we should look to places like the CDC. We should look for, and yes, some doctors are the experts in the field. And if this is going on, if it's going on, it's wrong.
Are you saying CVC or CDC?
CD.
All right.
Want to go to CVS next?
No, I thought that's why you're sending everybody to CVS.
No,
I heard CVC at first,
right?
And then I said CVC, but CDC. I hear you.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Joe has many accents.
That's true. That is true.
Joe,
don't know which one. Go ahead.
Did you see that California is going to be maintained closed until May 29th?
Yes, I did see that.
Did you see the people on the beaches in California?
Yeah, they was having a good time.
But not that, you know, look, enjoy yourself. That's all I could say. If it's anything we learn, is that we'll find out who was right. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out who was right.
No, but you know, you saw Fauci. He was actually pushing a drug yesterday.
Yes, he was.
Just like Trump, unverified drug, a drug that hasn't been lab tested. Actually, the hydroxychloroquine has been more lab tested than the drug he was talking about.
Let me ask you a question.
But you know, whatever. Maybe it's because
let me ask you a question.
He's involved in that drug. I don't know.
Is he?
Well, his what is it that he works for? HIN or whatever. They're the ones who were funding the drug.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Where did you get that from?
Oh my God, look it up. Somebody source me, please. Somebody source me. T. Higgs.
Where did you get that drug? Where did you get that from?
I read, Joe.
I know.
How I get so smart? Reading. I go through so many articles. I send you a couple every time, but I can't.
You don't go through articles. You don't.
By reading, do you just read the headline, then you just move on from that?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Not true, because when we bring up the article, I'm the only one who knows what's in it. Isn't that some?
That's precisely what he does.
So
that is precisely. Go ahead.
The drug is called remdesivir.
Okay. I have thought about it. I didn't get in depth.
No, why would you?
Because you know what I'm doing. You know exactly what I'm doing.
Why would you? Why would you deal with the facts?
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, that's the drug. Okay. So does Fauci does he have a vested interest in it? See, this is the type of stuff that stop making people not trust government. When you hear people just throw this kind of stuff out there, and then it becomes dangerous.
Like you guys throw it out with Trump, the same thing you guys do with Trump all the time.
You do know this guy lie all the time, right?
That Trump was invested in hydroxychloroquine. You remember the 3 days of news? You want me to look up those articles too, Joe?
We said that. You said you guys. You said you guys.
When I say you guys, I'm talking about you Democrats.
Okay, well, if you want to say the Democrats, that's one thing, but don't just say you guys. What kind of team sport is this? Politics should not be team sport.
What?
There is an eye in politics. I know that. So it's all very individual. It's like being a diva wide receiver.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's like you guys don't do your homework. You want me to pull up those articles too?
You know what, Harry? You're notorious with it. You are notorious with it. And Jesus God, Caleb is trying to like. Do I look? I look sleepy, huh, Caleb?
Caleb's not even in.
He's not even in here yet.
I was like looking at the screen, like there he is.
I mean, still, you got a haircut.
Oh,
he's going to. He looked like a human being today. Look at him. But
does Caleb open up a barbershop? Can he help a brother out named me? I need a haircut.
If I could, I would.
Wow, that coffee is like super strong, which is good, by the way. I guess I must have been sleeping on myself here. Caleb, let me see if there's food. Thank you, sir. But anyway, did anyone find it? T. Higgs, did you see anything like this? Fauci owns. That's what I'm talking about. Put him on the show. That's what I'm talking about.
We got a guest.
That little boy on the show.
We got a guest, the early guest.
There you go. You got it.
Harry, we told you to lock the door so no one could jump in to hijack the show.
Kind of just gagged his son with a bottle.
Yeah, I had to.
He's fighting today. Hold on.
My dude. He's like, oh, y'all want to, you're going to do a show? Hold my bottle any way you want. Wrong with you. There's a certain way to hold this bottle. It's called the...
Say hi to Joe. Say, what's up, Joe? Shut up. Tell Joe, shut up.
I'm waiting for that first word from your kids, like, shut up, and then everyone's going to lose it.
Tell Joe, shut up. Hey, I love the show, but Joe needs to be quiet sometimes. No? He's just staring at Trevor.
It's like, what? One of these things is not like the other.
Who's this white dude wearing a USA Hockey t-shirt? What's hockey?
Just staring like, what the hell?
This kid is funny.
Yeah.
Like,
is he laughing yet?
Nah, he's just looking. He's just like, what is this? He sees four. He
He's like,
sees
what's
you.
that, Daddy? He's like, what's that, Daddy? Should I be threatened?
Yeah. Like,
this is what you do every morning.
He's like, Daddy, are we going to be robbed? Anyway, so did T. Higgs, did you find anything?
I mean, yeah, he says that the data so far show the drug made by.
Wait, no. T. Higgs, wrong thing you're looking up. What I need you to look up is, does Dr. Fauci have a vested interest in the drug?
So yeah, I mean, it
does
says
he
that
have? Go ahead. Does he have an investment? Does he have part ownership in this drug?
I don't know if he's got.
Hold on. Nobody said ownership. Nobody said ownership.
Okay, so then what were you
I thought
implying?
you meant investment in, like, he's like willing to like work with it.
No. He said that he's pushing the drug because
I can't think of the thing.
The company the organization he works for. It is the HSH?
No,
he don't work for Health and Human Services. He used to infections.
The NIAID.
That's right. Could you see if the
NIH, National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases?
Okay, please look that up to see if that organization has a financial investment.
Not financial investment, whether they're the ones who put the funding behind it.
So what if they put the funding behind it? What if they did?
Because if they're the ones, then he wants to go with his drug, even though that the other drug is tested and proven and actually more affordable. That the hydroxychloroquine is less than $20.
What did they put? I'm not talking no damn dollars and cents when we talk about people's health.
You have to because you have to make it affordable for everybody.
Don't buy that garbage.
Of course,
this is a pandemic. This is a pandemic. This is a pandemic.
Here we go.
If your guy want to be a true leader, he adjusts the price. He adjusts the prices to where it works for the country. This is the problem. You are literally supporting gouging.
Dictating.
I don't want to hear that. That's garbage. I don't want to hear that garbage. Are you kidding me?
You should be living in China. You love that.
The pricing makes a difference. It's a damn pandemic.
You should live in China.
The pricing is the last damn thing we're gonna worry about in a pandemic.
Yeah, right.
No. This is what happens. This is why this is why masks, swabs, all this other stuff costs so damn much, because your guy can't be a damn leader and say, no, you're not gonna gouge.
No.
You're not gonna gouge. If a hurricane comes down, you can't sell a generator for $3,000.
I see you
illegal.
saw the CNN report.
If that's the case,
I see you saw the CNN report where it says it's better to do it the way China does and control everything.
Give me that garbage.
You're one of those guys, aren't you?
You don't try to simplify it, try to garbage out what I said.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, you're one of those guys. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, please. Clam playing plain and simple, does he what is the difference in it? Excuse me, is T. Higgs, do you have something that says if they're paying for it, if they're paying for the study or whatever? And by the way, what difference?
So it says
does
that
make?
the trial is sponsored by the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease.
Okay, it's sponsored by the trial is okay. It's sponsored by. Okay,
But in this
go
other
ahead.
article, it says that the drug is made by a company called
Thank you.
Gilead Sciences.
Of course.
Okay.
Joe. You think
Okay.
there's no
Excuse
kickbacks?
me.
Fauci looks pretty
any-
happy.
So because this organization is paying to get us a drug on the market, because it's paying to get a drug on the market, we have a problem with that? To test a drug?
Joe,
What's wrong with you? That is one of the silliest things.
Joe,
I
it's
found an
not.
article.
It's not silly. When
What is it?
go ahead,
Of
Gabe.
Fauci. I found the article of Fauci. I send it in the chat. If you could put it up on the screen that we can all see it.
Just tell me, what did it say?
Fauci's leaked concerns fueled his White House revelations of Glide drug result. It says the dramatic announcement by Dr. Anthony Fauci in the Oval Office on Wednesday promoted concerns among scientists that the Trump administration was raising hopes about a corona treatment before sharing the full data with researchers.
Okay.
I say cautionary example of inflating the potential value of a therapy. Some pointed to President Donald Trump repeated endorsements of malaria drug hydrochloroquine as a treatment with no evidence that it works.
Yeah,
I should say
this isn't the same thing, Caleb. Go ahead.
No, don't bail him out. Don't bail him out. He raised his hand and he wanted to tell a story. I haven't heard anything different yet.
Okay. They
I
talk
mean, I heard
about,
it's a
they
bunch
talk
of
about
words.
hydroxychloroquine, by the way.
I know.
Not the other one.
Okay.
All I hear is a bunch of words.
All right. I thought it was a drug.
Huh? I'm trying to understand what you're saying to me. Go ahead.
No, the new drug, like the new drug. I thought that was his response to the new drug. Like, yeah, what's going on? Like the proven drugs that are effective against coronavirus. And I thought this was a response to that, saying on that he's not really too confident about it.
Well, that's when he was talking about the hydroxychloroquine. When Trump brought up the hydroxychloroquine, Fauci was kind of like, we can't trust drugs that aren't, it's not a controlled study and all of this. And then he's pushing this one without a controlled study. And that's the problem.
I could see a problem with it. I could see a problem with that right there. See, I'm not going to argue about that. That's the problem. That's a legitimate concern.
So what's
that right
motivating
there is a legitimate concern? But to try to say, oh, he's doing it because he's got some vested interest or so.
He does.
To imply
What's
that.
motivating him?
Excuse me?
He does have a vested interest because his labs aren't the ones looking at hydroxychloroquine. They're looking at this one. So he has a vested interest in pushing.
Maybe. No.
He wants to be the savior. He has a savior complex. Come on.
Who does? Trump or Fauci?
Fauci.
Oh, yeah. And Trump.
See all the shine he's been getting? He's
okay,
feeling good.
Trump don't.
Trump's the president.
Oh, so he don't have a savior complex.
He has the shine already. Fauci's scared of losing it.
So he don't have a favorite.
Come on, Joe.
You don't have a
deflect.
Don't give me deflect. I'm asking you simple questions.
Simple question: why is Fauci pushing one drug that hasn't been controlled, studied in a controlled environment? Why is he pushing one and not the other? One that actually has doctors around America actually using hydroxychloroquine and saying it works. Just saying, why is
where are they using this and saying that it works? Where?
In New York.
No.
Yes, in New York. You want me to get you the Cuomo statement saying that it is showing, some good effects? I can get you the Cuomo because I know you guys love Cuomo. Oh, you guys.
You guys again.
There I go with you guys.
Mm-hmm. If you know that I do, say you do, but if you don't.
Anyway, go ahead.
No.
Trevor, you
Who
got
all is saying it, Trevor?
I just got my $600 from the unemployment. That's
Oh,
why.
I was wondering why you were dancing.
That's why.
I'm like, Trevor got something good.
No, I just got my unemployment check. That's why. Direct deposit. Sorry.
Good for you. Congratulations. Let me check mine. Oh.
That's what I get for working in the fitness industry. Furloughed.
Wait a minute. Did anybody else get a letter from Trump yesterday?
Well, you got a letter from Trump.
Did you get it?
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Are you talking about the $1,000 check? I've not gotten that one yet.
Yeah, well, but he sent out a letter.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
don't be misleading the public now, you crumb.
No, I got this.
No,
letter. Hold on, let me turn off my virtual.
Turn off the green screen.
Okay, I got this letter from Trump yesterday.
Are you about to frame it and put it in your house?
Yes, you see, I got it in.
Oh, he's definitely framing it.
Got it.
Yeah,
It got it.
He's getting started.
It got it.
So
hold on, Harry. Why does this sound like a Public Enemy? The opening to a Public Enemy track. I got a letter from the government.
Open and ready. It said you was a ooh.
Yeah.
So I went straight to lamination.
Why do I see Chuck D somewhere in the corner of this letter? Here we go.
That Flavor in the background.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, they personalized. They did personalize the stimulus checks though, because my wifey got a letter too. What type of signature is that though? Like that's how Trump signs. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly how he signed. That's a crazy part. Go ahead. I gotta hear this.
That's his Tourette signature there.
Yeah, what is that?
Does he sign it with a feather? The feather pen? That's my question.
No,
it looks like he uses Sharpies.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You guys don't recall what happened with the whole the pen situation when he first started signing bills?
No.
Nah, what happened?
I forgot what happened.
You guys, seriously? So, you know how they used to have these nice pens that, you know, they were all fountain pens, and you were write part of the president would write part of his part of his name. Each letter he'll write part of
with different pens.
With different pens, and then you hand them out in ceremonial. You hand it out ceremoniously to everyone who's in attendance or who have support the bill. And that, you know, that is where that congressperson or senator could say, this pen helped sign this bill that they have it in their archives, kind of like a trophy. Well, good old Trump, when he first came in, he just did not want to do anything Obama. Yes. Keep in mind, there were many presidents ahead has been doing this for years, decades. Here comes Trump. No, we're not going to do this anymore. So I called 3M. I said, I like this pen. It writes nice and big. You could see my name from afar. And he was so proud of this old pen. So he called 3M and made him, I think it was 3M, and made him come up with this felt tip pen that is really a Sharpie, but they didn't want to tell him it was a Sharpie because...
So Trump's been using a sharp, like I'm trying to figure what type of Sharpie. Is it the regular one, or like the thick ones like that look round, like someone like a hexagon?
No, they'll do anything to keep the third grader happy. You know, so
third grader, I think more like second grader.
Really, you know, probably even kindergarten. So anyway, there's some kid that just stopped signing his name.
Pre-K. We'll go pre-K.
And it's like, look at this. You can see my name from afar. He was so excited that he made them. So he had them. He called them up. So of course he's the president of the United States. They're like, give him a Sharpie. Just change the outside. Who cares? That's what he's into. Give it to him. So ever since then, they've been supplying him with these pens. So when you get these crazy signatures, but when you speaking of signatures and these checks, when you get checks from the government, they're usually signed by the head of the Treasury Secretary.
Yep.
This guy decided on the stimulus check to put his name on the stimulus check. So you will
That was a good
see
strategy. Like let's step away and think about it.
Of course. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy.
He's just showing he cares. He wants you to know he cares, and that's why he sent me this letter. He sent me, Kadik's wife, a whole bunch of people.
A letter from the government.
Are you gonna read it out loud to us?
Well, I'm gonna read it.
No.
I can't read the whole thing.
Don't read the whole thing.
But he basically tells you that they passed the CARES Act because he cares.
You had a tear in your eye when he said that, Judge.
I am pleased to notify you that as provided by CARES Act, you are receiving an economic impact payment of blank by direct deposit. Mm-hmm. We hope this payment provides meaningful support to you during this period. Every citizen should anyway. So he goes on to tell us how much he cares, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to skip that because I also saved the letter that Obama sent me. Right? And I don't know if the printer is racist, but look how it printed out. So Obama got
So did Obama just photocopy one end of the thing and just
Trump got white paper, Obama got black paper. I don't know.
You're the worst. The real question is why all these presidents sending you these letters? What is going on?
No, but listen to Obama.
You on down there in Texas with no hurricanes. What the hell? Oh, Florida. How the hell you getting all these?
Now, I want you to keep in mind.
Are we sure Harry's not working for the government?
Well, for some reason, during the Obama administration, the IRS thought I was part of the Tea Party or something. Because they sent me a few letters themselves telling me, I'm not under audit, but just keep in mind they're looking at me, right? So, yeah. My wife was so upset with me because every time I would put a heavy Twitter off on Obama, I would get a letter from the IRS. Anyway.
Are you sure it wasn't from Twitter for not suspending you yet?
No. But listen to Obama's. He wasn't as nice as Trump. So he puts, Mr. Droz, look, there's something that everyone who knows you wants to tell you, but they don't know how to say it. And frankly, they're a little afraid because they know how you would react to hearing it. What they want to tell you is that you are an a-hole. See, so
Harry.
That's
Harry.
Obama.
Harry.
Obama.
Harry.
Wait, let me take away my address.
Harry.
Let me hide my address. But
Harry.
Obama, his picture, you see it? Obama's
Harry.
picture. He's white-faced there. I don't know why.
Harry, stop it. Stop it.
What?
Jesus Christ. This is what happens when you give guys like this Photoshop.
I have the 700 level and they would like to boo and throw batteries at you, Harry.
This is what happens.
I'm just saying.
When you get a guy like this, Photoshop or Illustrator.
One very friendly president, one very unfriendly president. I'm just saying.
And he went, God, did you see how he went as far as to make the background black?
Yeah, I see the games.
I got the 700 level behind me. They want to throw batteries at Harry.
Shame. You have absolutely no shame. None. Holy wow. He just Fox News the hell out of this program.
I'm just saying, I think my printer's racist.
Oh my God.
Joe, I think I'm gonna need a shower after we said Fox News.
Yeah, lying for real. Thank you. Oh my.
Wash that off.
I think I need somebody. We need a master's program so we don't get any more Fox
Wash
News.
the facts off. They hurt.
Okay, so what we got coming up here? That was just straight up ugliness. Straight up garbage, by the way, from Harry Chokes. Okay, what do we have here, guys?
You want some sports?
No, is it sports time?
It's 7:37.
All right, but that doesn't question. Yes or no, sir? Is it sports time?
Oh, I don't know what time it is. I just want to go out my way to thank Trump again. Thanks, President.
Can I give an RIP shout out to legendary Steezo out of New Haven?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did
he won the first
COVID-19?
artist.
Is it COVID-19?
It's breaking, so I didn't get too deep into it yet.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think it was COVID. They didn't mention COVID, so I don't know though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, R.I.P. to him, man.
Sucks.
Wow. He's one of the guys from New Haven. And he's a pretty young man. I mean, what is it, in his 40s?
Steezo might be in his 50s. Might be.
Yeah,
He might be.
Yeah, because I think he's old. I know he's older than us, but I'm not sure how much older.
Not us. What's your us? What's your
Me
us?
and, me and Rob. When I say us, I mean me and Rob. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
He's not talking about Father Time, Joe.
Yeah, I am Father Time. Don't ever get that twisted.
Yeah, when it comes to you, we don't mention like age or nothing. We just be like, you know.
The guy who, the older guy who refused to look old.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy, the guy who wouldn't even use a picture. He just let you see him. Huh?
Bro, I told you. Come on, man. It'd be too much. I got babies crying. I got all types of stuff going on.
At least they let him in the house.
That's true. They let him back in the house. He used to have to do it from the car. No, hell no. The other day we were listening and there was birds chirping in the back.
Yeah, no. I just had to come in for the baby.
Oh my God.
They let me into work. I'm like a slave. They let me into work though.
You a good house nigga.
But that's the only time they let him in the main house.
Yeah.
My goodness. All right, hit us with some. I know. Hit us with some ugly sports report. In the meantime, I need to take a quick walk out, real quick. Go ahead.
Go for it. The North Carolina governor okays NASCAR race at Charlotte coming up this end of May. Governor Roy Cooper said NASCAR could go forward with the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway without fans in attendance at the end of May unless health conditions deteriorate in the state. The state public health officials have discussed with NASCAR and the speedway located in Concord regarding the safety protocols for staging the race. Cooper said the state offered input on NASCAR's plan, but he believes the race could go forward on Memorial Day weekend for the 60th consecutive year. NASCAR on Monday gave teams its latest revised schedule, which shows racing resuming on May 17th at Darlington Raceway in South Carolina, followed by a second race at the track at May 20th.
Right? All right. Go ahead, Trevor. Or who?
You're reading the whole time.
So what were you just talking about? NASCAR?
Yeah, NASCAR. They're going to start racing on May 17th at Darlington in South Carolina. But
what kind of redneck hip hop stars you think we got here, man? Go ahead.
Hey, I'm trying to broaden your horizons here. I'm trying to broaden the horizons of the show. Ever heard of that?
So where you want to broaden to? Please fill me in.
I'm trying to keep you guys updated what's going on. So another thing that's going on, Amazon to exclusively stream it.
You don't get to run away from NASCAR. Go back to that.
Huh?
Go back to your NASCAR story.
Okay.
All right.
So Cooper last week extended the North Carolina stay-at-home order through May 8th, but most teams are based in Charlotte area, so they accept to return to business. So they're going to be considered an essential business later at the end of the week.
NASCAR is considered an essential business.
Yeah, they're going to start racing at the end of the middle of May, which is the 17th. So
wow. So NASCAR is considered an essential business.
Yeah, so they're going to start going back to racing.
So why is baseball considered an essential business? I'm trying to figure out what's the essential. What's essential about NASCAR?
Like everyone's like these 6 races are located in North and South Carolina, and all the teams are located in North and South Carolina. So it's like,
I guess that, but what makes it essential? Essential. What makes it a top of the line business? What makes it essential to what?
I don't
They gotta get that pollution popping again. Stop playing.
That's what it is. Oh, my bad. Oh, there goes some more pollution. More pollution. The skies are too clear over North and South Carolina. I don't know.
Yeah, real clear down there.
What made NASCAR essential is what I want to know. I honestly would like to know what made NASCAR essential.
That check they cut.
Yeah, nine. Oh God. What is NASCAR? How much they pulled in last year, T. Higgs? NASCAR. What makes them so essential? I'd just like to know. I would really like to know what the hell made NASCAR essential. Oh my goodness. But go ahead. Anyway. What do we have?
I'm trying to look right now. It's very different.
There's not going to be a clear explanation. Come on, because there is none. For real, yeah, you're gonna be searching forever.
Like I've looked, when I looked it up how much money NASCAR brings in, I got like the racing purses.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Like the largest purse was a Daytona in 2015 was $18 million at the Daytona 500.
Wow, you got 18 million to drop in one day.
So this website says that NASCAR reportedly makes $660 million per year in television revenue.
Okay, that's just television.
Yeah.
What about sponsorships? Because those cars are sponsored, and then the team have to pay them to be in there. So, okay, so let's just face it.
They make like the Daytona, like at the Detroit teams can make an estimated between 2.06 million and $365,000. It depends on the race.
Okay. That's each week.
Yes.
That's each race.
Yes.
Okay, so you can make like up to $2 million from 300 and something to $2 million a week. How long? How many weeks is NASCAR?
30. They have 36 races.
So it's 36 weeks. So let's just go on an average of from 300 and something, 360 something to 2 million. And an average, let's just send a game that's at about like 1.2 million times 36. And that's just what the teams are making as a total. That's an average of what the teams are making. The reason why I want to know this is because I'm trying to wrap my head around what is making NASCAR an essential business. That's the real story right there. If you own a barbershop, you own a restaurant, you own, if you are on the front line at a hospital, if you're a police officer, you're working in the fire department, I don't want to know that in the middle of putting out a fire, 3 firefighters drop the hose and say, hey, I'm going to drive cars. I don't need that in my life. No, I need them to stop and put that fire out. Okay. Maybe I'm the only one thinking like this. I don't know. I'm just saying, I want to know what makes him an essential worker. Because what can happen, I was joking around when I said, Harry, what do you got? Turn on your mic.
He's muted. Let's keep it like that.
Yeah, it's better that way. I like myself that way too.
Anyway, go ahead. What do you just had something?
Well, no, I sent Trevor a story. I'm not sure if he got it this morning, and I don't know if he's saving it for tomorrow or.
I'm saving it for tomorrow. That's why.
All right. Never mind.
What makes NASCAR an essential business? Nobody else knows.
I'm trying to find, but it's not saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's not saying. This is what happens in America. This is why stuff happens, because we just gloss over everything. We just read past it. Like we whistling past the damn graveyard. What the hell? Give me the business report, sir.
Wait. What does that mean, Joe?
What?
Whistling past the graveyard.
Well, it's like we don't want to pay attention because we couldn't. Well,
we don't care.
People whistle by the graveyard because they don't want to put any in that thought because if they're afraid of what they believe might happen. Not even what might happen, but what they believe might happen. So they don't. Well, I'm just gonna whistle and act like I don't see a graveyard there. That's where the term came from.
Because I really am whistling past this graveyard. I don't care about NASCAR.
I don't care about it either, but that's why I want to know what the hell makes it an essential.
It's an essential business in North Carolina.
I almost left with the rest of your audience on that story.
So is it a big? That's fine. I mean, if people just want to slam their heads in the sand, that's fine. But then don't sit around and ask, oh, well, how did Joe Ugly get that information? How did Joe Ugly understand that? How did Joe Ugly got out? Don't ask those questions. How is Joe Ugly getting ahead? Because I pay attention to detail.
I'm like
Joe
Joe Biden with Hillary Clinton. You saw the Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton women's forum?
You're not going to change this garbage.
No, you see that?
We're not going to change it.
Hillary Clinton was talking and Joe Biden was sleeping.
By the way, Caleb, you found something on Fauci?
Yes. Oh, man.
Going back to what this guy was trying to say earlier?
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second.
Hold on. You're late, Joe. That's like 20 minutes ago.
No, but this is from Politico. And I will read.
I thought you would have kept that story up. Let's keep going. Give me the business. Go ahead. Hit me with business.
Oh, see, because I had already changed that story.
Come on, man. Give me the business.
Come on, man. You're too slow.
I specifically told him I want the story. I don't know why the hell he didn't keep it up in the tab. Just give me business, man. Come on.
You're like turtle slow, man. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Oh, look at you. I'm total snow and you can't even
no,
get
I got it up, but I have 20 screens open. I'm not like you. Slow. I'm not like you.
What's that?
I'm not doing one thing.
Is that what it is? Look at you. You're playing games. You're playing games. Give me the business. Stop playing.
Wait, you don't got it? Oh
no, it's something different.
I shared the wrong screen. Hold on.
What the hell? He's got all this other stuff. You're not a DJ. Turn off the
Boo this man. Boo.
Thank you. Okay, CNN business reporting the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P were all up last session. Could you shrink it down a little? It's too big. It's could you zoom out? It is out, Harry.
You want it smaller?
Yeah, it is too big, but wow, it went the wrong way.
What are you
talking about? Leave it like that. All right, leave it as such. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P were all down last session. Scroll down, please. Looking at world markets right now, the Pacific is up, the Atlantic is down, meaning Japan and Hong Kong is up. London and Germany out of the big fours, they're down. Big gainers, Norwegian Cruise is a big gainer. Apache Corp, Marathon Oil.
Wait a minute. You see that 25% increase on Norwegian?
Yeah, I see that on Norwegian. That's why. That's what made me talk about gainers, because I look at 25% plus on 25.36 Norwegian.
Who's gonna take
I'm glad you caught that, Harry. I'm glad you caught that, because if that ain't a story, I don't know what the hell is. Why is Norwegian Cruise Line up 25 plus points in this pandemic and cruise line? This is why I say we don't need to give them a damn dime.
Yep. Well, obviously that's. Can you say bailout? That's
thank you.
Can you also say people are booking their cruises for 2023?
Not only just bailout, exactly. Not only just a bailout, Harry. They're up 25.36 points. I'm glad you saw what it is. I just didn't want to get into it at that point, because I don't want to bore some people because they don't want to follow what the real story is. But keep going, please. Big losers on the board. Look at that. Cardi Inc., Northrop Grumman Corp, Juniper Networks, Walmart. And how the hell Walmart? Okay.
The China supply line is a little choked right now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Good for them.
iSource Inc. All big losers on the board right now. Commodities. You're looking at Oil is up to $17.69 a barrel.
Oh, no.
Gas is down. I know. Oh no, is right. However, do you see how much it's plus by, right? 17.46%. Gas is down. Gold, silver is up. Corn is flat, and God knows copper is doing what?
Up.
Copper is up.
And you know, we filled the reserves.
Of course.
The Federal Reserves, but imagine we filled it and it still didn't even budge really. So we took all that oil off the market and it's still $17.
Well, what happened? Well, our reserves are still out there, so we should put back out to anyway. Let's let a certified financial advisor, explain the details on this to him, because it gets a little intricate, and I don't want to miss any part for the sake of time. We'll just keep moving. But anyway, you want to know what these numbers mean? As I just said, call or holler at a certified financial advisor and get the details on this. You can take it down from there, Harry.
Just a quick business story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, CNN.
Breaking news. Elon Musk criticizes coronavirus stay-at-home order, calling them
fascist. Fascist, the kind of government you like, Joe. Dictatorships.
You made me bit my damn town. Ouch.
Calling him a fascist.
That's a good head. Are you kidding me? What the hell are you doing? He's got his hand over the...
Wait, Connie took his phone. We have no longer have a picture. Oh.
This guy got issues. This guy got issues.
You gotta be careful, Connie.
See? But you see what I mean? Look how you went crazy already. Like, come on.
No, because you didn't just put your picture up there like a normal human being. You playing peekaboo behind the damn screen. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, it's the way I'm holding the phone. I must have hit the button.
Right.
I want to hear y'all. No, because I gotta have it to my ear so I can hear.
Headphones, my friend. Headphones.
All of a sudden, you saw him.
Yeah, no, my headphones are cool, man.
What are you like in kindergarten? He's playing like peekaboo. What the hell is wrong with you?
See, but you see, look at all the controversy I caused off of one video show.
It's not controversy. It's not what you did. It's how you did it.
Imagine the hows. Like, come on,
yeah,
man.
Right. Man, what you did is how you did it. Everybody else is on hand. You want to play peekaboo.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, right. You think you could sell that to me? I don't care even if it was an accident. Even your subconscious is acting up. All right, hit me with some more.
You just don't want Kotick to go to the bathroom during the show.
Yeah, did it already yesterday. Nah, let me stop.
He hits that camera by mistake. We got the toilet bowl view.
Then we got a show going. Then
ratings will go through the roof.
Yeah. When I said that, did you see how he peeked out from behind? Like, ooh, this could see me. Did they see my eyes all tight as I pushed?
And then they wonder why, people. Then they wonder why.
They wonder why what?
Nothing, you know. Come on, that's all out.
Don't leave us on a cliffhanger.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, continue with the ugliness. Business.
Musk called shelter in place forcibly imprisoning people in their homes against all the constitutional rights. But that's my opinion, and breaking people's freedom in ways that are horrible. He warned that not being able to resume production at Tesla's Bay Area plant was a serious risk.
Okay. So he just explained his reasoning behind it. Selfish motives.
Right. Exactly.
So he's like, listen, I'm all for this quarantine business, but at the end of the day, you guys messing up my money.
Yep.
Selfish motives. Okay. So Elon Musk don't have your interest at hand. He has his. It's selfish motive.
I'm with you.
But of course, he's going to cloak it up in unconstitutional and all this other stuff he's flying around town with.
Well, we know you don't like that. You like fascist countries.
I try to stay fascist and bit my damn my inner cheek. I don't know how the hell that happened. That's because that word is not supposed to come through my damn mouth.
Or speakers.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to talk harshly about your peoples.
That word is like, we can't let that out. Even God is like, come on, we don't even perpetuate that. But anyway, moving right along. Elon Musk, he's sitting off here trying to peddle Teslas. And what the hell he's worried about new Teslas for? Then we covered the story. Well, it wasn't a story. I just got curious why I haven't seen those S-Class out there. And all of a sudden, S-Class just disappeared from the market. Disappeared overnight. S-Class was just gone. Those Tesla S-Class was just gone. And the little ones just showed up. They were everywhere. They are everywhere now, like rats and roaches. They're every damn way. And you want to talk about the rats of the auto industry? Oh my God, Lord, help us with those. Anyway, I'm not gonna say it. Forget it.
Do you trust Tesla at all? Would you ever buy one or no?
Yeah, I will. I could see myself pushing a Tesla. Why you don't trust them?
I just don't trust. I don't like the autopilot thing is cool, but I personally like driving a lot. That's why. So how does autopilot do? You just turn it off and just let the car drive? That's what I've been told and stuff.
In the new one, okay.
And me personally, I like to drive. I like to be at control, and I like to be one. I like.
But it's an option. It's not mandatory, right?
No, it's not mandatory. But you've seen the video of people sleeping on the highway, right, Joe? And the car just driving on its own.
No.
Yeah, there's video of people just asleep at the wheel and the car's just driving.
Yeah, that's my biggest. That's my biggest fear. I'm driving, but I'm sleeping. I got the car on autopilot. I'm A-okay as I go to Houston, Texas, for example.
But the thing about it is so what does the car? Does the car tell itself, well, you need recharging, find the next station, and then it pulls in? What the hell happens?
And that's also the other thing, the recharging stations. I don't know if they're I don't know if they're worldwide, they're statewide yet. I've seen a few.
Well, on the highway, I mean, to me, charging stations are like diesel back in the 80s. Diesel is at every gas station today have diesel, well, nearly every gas station. But back in the 80s, I had a Mercedes 240D, and I tell you, man, I had to hit the truck stops.
WNHH
LP 1035 FM New Haven. I had to hit the truck stops all the time to deal with, to get any diesel that I wanted. So every once in a while, you see a gas station might have it over in the corner, because it's usually somewhere in a rural area where people are, if you go over in Durham, there are a couple gas stations that had it in Durham because you had to go too damn far to try to get diesel. But it had rural areas, so it's guarantee I'm going to find a diesel out there. But not guarantee, but chances are higher chances. But now diesel is in everything. And we learned to live with it. I live with it. You just knew not to let the tank go down below quarter. So I guess but the one thing that I don't get is how long does it take to charge your vehicle? And two, is there a cost factor? Does it cost to charge? We never did get an answer on that, did we?
Those are my two questions as well.
We have a guest coming at 8:30, right, Joe?
Correct.
Who is it?
Alex
Tubbs.
Alex Tubbs.
Just making sure we set that up.
So
for
how much does it cost to charge a Tesla? This website says depends on where you are and where you do your charging. Mm-hmm. But the math says if you if you charge at a supercharger, the cost is typically about 25 cents per kW, which is kilowatts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if you purchased a Model S or Model X after January of 2017. But then this also says supercharging is free for cars purchased before January 2017. So
that means yeah. Why is it such? Why is it free?
This one doesn't say why. I have to look up.
Hold on. Let me make sure I understand that. Is it if you bought the car before 2017, or is it if the car is prior to 2017? Like if it's a 2016 car, or does it have to be you, the driver or the owner, purchasing the vehicle prior? And how would they know?
This website doesn't. It just says supercharging is free for cars purchased before January of 2017.
How the hell would they know the purchase? So, you gotta show up there with a sales slip.
Yeah. That's also the other thing. Like, how do you have act like it's like 25 cents to like charge it up like per kilowatt?
A kilowatt, yeah.
Do you have to like pay via credit card? Is there like a place to pay it, or does it like or do you get like a monthly bill?
Well, how would you get the bill if you got to put in some kind of card or something in order for it to know? I'm sure,
like a monthly invoice, like you get a bill from your house.
I don't know. No, but it's the supercharger is like at the truck stops. They have those. But I pulled into the truck stop. I pumped gas, and I was on my way, filled up in about, 3-4 minutes. This guy was still sitting there with his Tesla plugged up to that damn thing. And I was like, how long does it take? That's a few years back, but still. I was like, how long does it take to get that thing charged up?
So on this website also says for how long it takes is if you have a Tesla supercharger, you can get about 150 miles of range in around 20 to 25 minutes fast. A full charge.
Yeah, you gotta sit there for 25 minutes.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. That ain't.
And then to be fully charged, about 70 to 75 minutes.
To be fully charged, you got
260 miles.
For 260 miles. So if you're trying to go just say you're trying to go from here to DC,
Florida.
Not even from New Haven to DC. That's like 6 hours, right, Rob?
Yeah, 5.
To Virginia. Yeah, okay, to Northern Virginia. That's about 6 hours.
Oh, 5.
And that's about how many miles? 5 hours. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's why you guys gonna burn the electricity down in this game. But go ahead. That's how many hours, right? I mean, how many miles? That's like about what?
Alexandria, Virginia from here is 250 miles.
250 miles.
It's 4 hours and 37 minutes.
So as soon as you get down there, you just can't go to your destination. You got to go and find a station and plug up for an hour.
Wow.
What kind of inconvenience is that? All right.
Huge.
Let's change gear.
Huge inconvenience, Joe. Huge.
What do we have here? Caleb,
yes.
Can you take those questions and share them with me? You know which ones I'm talking about. Do you or do you not?
No.
Okay.
He's talking about the bottom.
Just what do you got there? Did he explain why the black votes will not be free this year? Did he? Did he really?
Puff Daddy?
Puffy.
Okay. The article is by Complex, and Diddy has invested in politics since initiating his Vote or Die campaign back in 2004. Now it seems like the music mogul is transitioning his message from simply getting black people to the polls. On Tuesday, Diddy sent out a tweet claiming that the black votes will not be free this year. He then uploaded a video of himself telling Naomi Campbell why Black Americans should be demanding more from their presidential candidates. Okay, damn, he's rocking the gray beard too? Oh, geez.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Did he need to
There
bring
goes
back?
America.
Did he need to shave? Bring back the big jackets, and he'll be fine.
He's hijacking the whole conversation that's been going on for like a minute.
Of course, the conversation been going on, and people have better ideas, and all of a sudden he wants to
and
come
he's
up here and
hijacking
just he wants to try to hijack it. The conversation is real. The conversation is intense. The conversation, however, I'm going to say this: no, it's not free. The black vote should never be free this year. It should never be free, not just this year, but no.
It always was, though. That's the catch.
I don't think it was free. I think what happens when
you're voting over 90% for one party.
Hold on one second now.
It's free.
Hold on one second, Harry. Is that for me behind you?
Oh, sorry, I put that up a while ago. Let me change it.
Yeah. Okay. It's not about being for free. It's about understanding, though, what the hell are you doing when you go to these damn polls? What are you doing when you vote? It's about understanding that the black vote is not free. Oh, okay. It was never free.
It was free.
It was no, it wasn't free.
In the sense that there was nothing promised to the black voters, and they just vote just because. You know what I'm saying? When everybody else is voting for things, we was voting for this guy because he black and throws a basketball good. I don't know.
Okay,
but stuff like
let me ask a question, Cuddy.
Yes, sir.
You have done construction in your life.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
You've put up a fence. Am I correct?
Yeah. I put up several fences, a lot of fences.
Put up many fences, correct?
Many fences.
You've worked on bathrooms, correct?
Yep. Yep.
You've worked on walls, correct?
Yep.
In all of that time, have you ever take a headlight from a car and screw it into a fence?
I tried, but it didn't work.
Didn't work. Have you ever, in all your time, in all your construction time, took the engine from a car and put it on a wall?
No.
Right. Because what? That's not how you do construction. Am I right?
Sure.
Okay. So just voting for someone is just not how you do politics. It's just not how you get the job done. When you vote for someone, you're hiring that person. You just do not hire someone and say, woo, run amok.
That's what was happening.
But that's not the vote. You are absolutely right. That's what's been happening, but that is not the vote. The vote is the hiring process. The job is the managerial process. That's when you say, you are in office because of this, us. And if you don't want to be fired, like any other job, what motivates people to do their job right? They don't want to be fired.
Yeah, but that's after the fact. We talking about before you even go and vote for this person, he addresses your community and what he's gonna attempt or do for them. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we were missing. That's what he's hijacking. He's hijacking that.
And here's the problem. And here's the problem.
No, I don't really see a problem with it. Like you got to vote for something. Like you vote, your interest. Right. What's going to help you? Going to benefit you. We wasn't doing that.
You don't see the problem? You're going to let me explain the issue? Okay. The issue
I don't want to get suspended again. I'm straight.
I'm gonna drop kick you into next month. You don't want to.
I want to see that.
It's like you.
So I'm gonna be
bastard. Quiet. I swear, dude. I'm coming to your house.
There you go. Confirmation. Exactly what we all thought.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do. Perpetuate. And I'm not gonna go there with you.
Okay, good. Okay, forget about that.
You know, I hate you for that.
You got me dependent, man. How you gonna depend me, man?
That's such a lie. People, here's what I'm trying to say here. When I was rudely interrupted with a damn lie, which I should suspend you for now, you bum.
I'm just playing, man. But go ahead.
No, but you know, everybody thought that, oh, he got suspended yesterday because he said something back to you. No, he wasn't suspended. He couldn't wake up yesterday.
I couldn't wake up. I was tired.
Like, I'm too tired to deal with Joe today. Rolled over and went right back to sleep. Anyway, the process, yes, someone can tell you what they're going to do, just like any other job. They're going to come in and they're going to tell you all what they're going to do for you and your business. That's what they do. That's what people do. Some people come in with, well, they can't anymore, but back in the day, people used to, a resume was like the worst damn thing from the 80s forward. It's the worst thing to judge someone on. You're looking at a resume, boy, did you beef this thing up? There were people whose job it was just to write resumes. That's what they do. They knew how to put the right wording to get you the job. That's what they did. And poof, companies were cool with it. Then you get someone who has a great resume and they promise you whatever it is. And you say, okay, fine. You hire the person. That does not mean that that person is going to do the job if you don't damn well remind them they're going to get fired if they don't. That's the realities of it. They could come in and they could tell you all what they're going to do, and they could have everything together. But if they get in office, and they do not do their job, that's when you let them know they're now on probation. Because when your time comes up, you're going to get fired. And that does not mean that you go with anybody who comes up against them. Then you start seeking out candidates who are going to look, who's going to support your causes, your views, your issues. That's how it's done. You don't try to hang an engine of a car on the wall and say, ooh, I just painted the wall. That's just not how it's done. Got you, Alan. Just don't do that. You just don't turn your head on it. You address the issue. Somebody gets into office. You know, a lot of politicians actually have someone or people dedicated, especially on the national level, dedicated to listening to the loudest voices out there. Dedicated to it. But if you're not gonna follow up after you hire someone, well, I'm sorry, you're somewhere along the line. You just gotta you gotta blame yourself for it as well.
I hear
Did
you.
you send it to Joe? Caleb, did you send it to Joe Young?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. That's the process. That is the simple process. So Diddy coming out here now, and Diddy coming out. Oh, that's the only one?
Yeah.
Look into T. Higgs stuff and just copy, paste, and send it to me again. T. Higgs sends something.
Okay.
It's inside of the other folder.
So in the chat, Zoom's back, and you just put DJ Rob Nice and then a bicep emoji.
Yeah. Shout out to Zoom.
Shout out to you.
South Carolina, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Stand up, South Carolina, stand up. Where in South Carolina, by the way?
Columbia, they got a whole squad down there that listens to us every day. Bunch of artists down there.
All right, shout out to South Carolina. South Carolina, roll your hand up. He got, whatever happened to him? What's his name, Kadik? Was it Petey Pablo? The track.
Pablo.
Yeah, was it Petey Pablo?
Petey Pablo.
Yeah.
Pablo.
What happened to him?
Nah, he's around. He was just on Instagram Live or something. I don't think he's doing music though.
What is he doing now? Instagramming?
Everybody is now. Everybody been reduced to just going live.
What is that doing for him?
Nothing. They just don't have nothing to do.
All those early old rappers, man. All those early old rappers who was like, yo, man, I'm getting ready to get put on. Yo, I got put on. And yeah, so-and-so took care of me. Yo, my life is this and that. But I hope you got enough investments to now sit back and just work your Instagram account.
The smart ones invested. The others, I don't know what they're doing.
That's
yeah,
good.
but I think this is a way for them to get back, on stage, kind of, even though it's Instagram and stuff like that, because a lot of these people you haven't seen for years, and suddenly they're popping up, and you go, and you're like, well, let me check this out, So you go and you check it out, and now you think to yourself, well, maybe if they do an old school tour.
No, for real, they pitching right now. I think they hurting.
Yeah.
Word.
Whatever. Here's a name. What's that? Pet Shop Boys. You don't know who they were? Party like a rock. Party like a rock star.
I'm thinking now. Wow.
Yeah.
We talked about them guys. I remember.
Party
them.
like a rock star.
Oh.
Totally, dude. Whatever happened to them?
If you just a one hit wonder,
We just got one hit.
Yeah, line. They had
one
that
hit
one
wonder.
hit.
I don't know.
Jeez.
That was in 03? 02?
No, it was 05.
Oh.
Whatever happened to what's that? Chameleonaire?
I know Chameleonaire's behind the scenes doing it.
Yeah, I'm not at all surprised.
Yeah, he capitalized.
I'm not at all surprised. Here's a name, Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Mike Jones popped back up, but I'm not sure what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not giving out his number no more.
Yeah, he gave that up.
He ended up with something ridiculous. What was it, like a $300,000 Verizon bill? Giving out his phone number.
Yeah.
Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Oh my God. Here's another one. What's dude's name? Who used to ding 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 ding. He used to do the ice cream truck.
Let my chain hang low, let it wobble to the floor.
Chips.
But now, yeah. Oh, you knew this, huh?
Oh yeah, I played this in freshman year in high school.
Yo, that was my jam. I ain't even going front. That was a good song. I don't know.
Yeah.
He fell off the face of the earth, just like Jim Jones.
What?
They'd be falling.
Jimmy's still around. Jim Jones is still around.
Jim Jones is doing well, boy.
Yeah.
But hold on, Gotti. Did you hear what I hear?
What's that?
Which track did he like?
Chain hang low, man.
Swag.
I swear to God, I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up.
I love Trav. Like Trav gives me all the confirmation that I be needing.
He's a cool guy.
Caleb, did you just send me something?
No, I didn't, but I'm about to send you all the questions.
Okay, all right. Just send me the doggone. This guy has no chill. None. Not you. That's only people goddamn professional. I'm talking about you, Caleb.
Wait, what?
I ask you a question, and then it's just like I ask if you send it to me. I don't need you to say what.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn professional. Or at least try.
Yeah. All right, send it to you.
I try every day.
Wow. Oh my God. So anyway, did you send it? Oh, forget about it. Duck feed. Duckface and Netscape. Here we go. Oh, by the way, Trevor, did you look at I'm not talking to you, Trevor. T Higgs, did you see hashtag Black AF?
I watched the first episode, but that was it.
Huh?
I mean, it was just, to me, it was a little strange because the creator of the show, he's like starring in it, but he's using like a fake family to like play himself. So I was just like,
wait. So that's not his family?
No. Hold on, Kai. I don't want to dilute this. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
No, that was just, to me, that was just like, I didn't understand like starring in a show but using like a fake family instead of like
so
maybe using a different act. I don't know.
So Seinfeld, George, and Elaine, and all of them were really his friends?
Well, I never really watched Seinfeld, but
great answer.
But no, to me that was just like the only strange part. I just didn't understand like.
No, what my point is, that's common. That was just one example I've used. Everybody hates Chris. There's a list of them, and on both sides, by the way. There's a whole lot of them where you play yourself, but it'll be a fake family. I mean, the Cosby Show. I mean, he didn't play himself in the Cosby Show. What was that?
Curb Your Enthusiasm? Doesn't Larry?
Oh, exactly. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Great
show. You
ever
seen that one?
No.
What?
Nah, that's different. Those are his friends.
No, they're not. No, the hell didn't. No, not all of them are his friends.
Trevor, I'll make you a Netflix list.
And by the way, the other one was not his wife. That the woman who plays his wife was not his wife. Jeff and him are cool. The guy who plays Jeff, the heavyset guy. They're cool. But what's that? Marty Huffinger, hell, he died last year, and said that was a character. These things happen. It's constant. That happens all the time.
But I can't lie. I was under the impression that was his family.
Yeah, whose?
And Black AF.
Oh, is that right?
I did. Yeah, I really thought that. I don't know why. I just assumed. I guess they never said it.
But you did see it, though, Cuddy. You did see the show.
I didn't watch an episode yet, but of course, Netflix always tried to pitch it to me.
Let me just say this about this show. I've been holding off from saying this because I didn't want to put my opinion out there on the show until more people look at it, but it don't look like you guys can look at it. It's a great damn show. It's a great show, people.
I'm part of 3 Netflix groups already, so
I'm telling you right now, people, it's a great show. And I think there's so much stuff that happens in the world today that is so relevant to the Black issues. Was highlighted in that. One of the big ones, first Tyler Perry. Oh, Tyler Perry rocked it. And he came in as himself, cameo if you may. But Tyler Perry's, when you see that, it wrap it up. And then in the end, there's a scene in the last episode. That I'm just going to highlight real quick. I don't care if you saw it or not. You should have by now. There's one scene in the last episode that really and truly showed it. This is where Karik, he was having an issue with his wife. Him and his wife are going back and forth, and they're like, for whatever reason. Then she started ghosting him. She wouldn't pick up the phone. He's walking around there on an island in Fiji. And the whole family, he took his whole family on vacation, private jet all the way on out to Fiji. And there's this, he comes back, and now to mess with his wife, he's not going back to the suite that they have, so he wants to rent another one. And the concierge says, you already rented 6 rooms. You want another room on top of that? He's like, yeah. He said, go ahead, here, put it on my phone. And, he does the phone to the system thing. It went through. Fine. So it shows he can afford this. He showed up private jet, limousine into the Fiji, the resort, rented six rooms, and was able to get a 7th. But the 7th room to give him was kind of like a goddamn closet. So he calls the front desk. Are you sure this is the last room that you have? And the guy said, yeah, this is the last room. And this, and he said, oh man, if something come wrong, I'm willing to pay anything for it. Then it cuts back to the concierge who says, yes, we have other rooms. We have this suite, the presidential suite, this room and that room, the other room. And he goes, but I'm just not going to give it to him because Mr. Barris is a problem. He's a problem guest.
Being difficult, he said.
He's being difficult. And in that moment, that choked up the whole show. That's the part that so many people miss. And that is, no matter how much wealth you have, no matter if you fly in private, you can afford Fiji, you can afford to rent a private island, you can afford to rent an extra bungalow, you can afford all of this stuff, but you're not going to be afforded anything because some concierge at the desk thinks that you are difficult. And at no point in that whole show did they show this black man as being difficult. At no point did it show him being difficult. Thank you, sir. Let's bring in my man Alex. Alex T. Is he in the room yet? I don't have him. There he is. Oh, there he goes. Alex, can you hear us?
Connecting.
Okay, he's still connecting. I could see him, but I don't think he can hear us.
I can hear y'all.
Oh, okay, good enough. He can hear us. Right. What's going on, Alex?
How you doing?
Why complain? Give me a reason to complain, and you know what? I'll go right ahead and I'll do it for you. But anyway, listen, man, it's good having you on here, Alex. Alex is, how do I pronounce your last name? We've been trying. I don't want to mess it up, man.
All right, don't repeat this, but it rhymes with cow piss. Talbis.
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 Talbis. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Alex Talbis. He is a lawyer here in town. So your practice is practicing civil rights. Am I correct?
Right.
Correct. And he is also heavily involved in politics. And he worked with the former mayor Tony Hawk's re-election campaign.
People's campaign.
He's just gonna give out a shout. People's campaign. And right now he's still involved in politics, and he wants to run. He's running, rather, not wants to. He's running for Senate, the state senator, to replace. You're making an attempt to succeed
Martin Looney.
Okay, he's making an attempt to succeed Martin Looney. As you could tell, people, he is excited. He's loaded with excitement. He's like, so he wants to succeed him. I'm all for it. Anyway, Alex is he's running for state senator, as I said, against Martin Looney, a longtime incumbent, someone who's been there for a while. And there are, well, why don't I let you tell us what it is that you plan on doing, or why you think you should get the vote why you should get the vote to replace Martin Looney.
Nothing against Martin Looney, who's a good man, who's served our country and our state and our district now for coming on about into his fifth decade. Really respect him. I think he's very progressive. But I think that New Haven, when we get back from this, first of all, we need to respond to this pandemic. And we need to make sure that everybody's taken care of and that everybody gets their lives back up and running, and that we mourn those who we've lost, and that we care for those who are sick. But once that's all done, we need to take off and fly. New Haven needs to grow. We need to be bigger and better than we ever were before. And that's where I want to come in. And that's the big difference with me and Senator Looney. He wants to essentially shut down or keep down our airport, but I'm the champion of our Tweed Airport. I want to see it expand so that we can have, when all this is over with and done with and we're putting it behind us, New Haven can become bigger and better than it ever was before in the past.
Okay, that is one issue that I hear, and I take it that you're encompassing that with the growth of the city of New Haven. But as you said, you said it, that he's a good man, and he's done a good job for 40 years. And what do you say to the voter that says, well, if someone is doing a good job, why do you feel that you should replace him?
Well, first thing, like I said, is the airport. He lives nearby the airport and he doesn't want to see it grow. I think that holds back the whole city and even the whole state. He's putting NIMBYism, not in my backyard, over the interests of the entire city and of the state. But we took that aside, and I don't want to tear down this man. I want to build up my own record and what I can do. And since the coronavirus hit New Haven, I've been offering my services pro bono to small businesses, nonprofits, churches, individuals who are unemployed, individuals who are in difficult employment situations, and even individuals who are incarcerated, who are being subjected to a near death penalty sentence by our prison system because it's doing so little to prevent the spread of the coronavirus within its walls, that I've gone to court to fight for the rights of my clients. And basically that tells you what I'm going to be as a state senator. I'm going to be out there challenging the leaders and forcing them to do more for our people. And Senator Looney, I've got nothing against the man. He's done a good job. But his style of doing things, of working behind the scenes in the closed door rooms, making deals with the Republicans, trying to make deals with the other politicians, that's not been working as well. And we need this new kind of leadership that takes it to the streets, that makes it public, and that puts it on the people in power to make things change now. So that's what I want to bring to the table.
Okay, I hear this, but I'm trying to get over the hump because there are a group of people, there are a voting bloc that says, and a strong voting bloc, as you're very much aware, that would say, look at Martin Looney and said, he's been there. He's been doing all the things that you said. He has this track record. Help me understand, what is it that Alex has done and is going beyond what you're doing in court? I understand that. But you said he gets the job done. So obviously working with the Republicans and behind the scenes, I'm not saying obviously, let me change that. Working with Republicans and working behind the scenes is actually being effective. So for him to have the accolades that you just put forth on him. So why would the voter say, I want to remove that, Alex? Please explain that.
Well, I don't think he's getting the job done. Let's be clear. He's done a lot of good things.
Oh, okay.
I don't take away from the accomplishments, but let's look at the most important thing for the city and the town, which is the car tax and the home tax. You want to start your life, you want to get your life going, or even if you just want to live, car tax, home tax, that hits you.
Is that a state issue?
That's a state issue. So that's the state senate because our town budget is half from the state. So if the state gets a cold, we get COVID. You have to understand. So when Martin Looney goes up to fight for us to get education funds, the amount that he gets for Hamden, the amount that he gets for New Haven, leaves us with the highest car tax and the highest home tax.
That's in Hamden and New Haven.
In Hamden and New Haven. And it's like 2 times, 3 times higher than it is out in the suburbs where I grew up, with Madison and Guilford, Greenwich, where Ellicker's from, New Canaan, those places, same car, same Honda Civic, you pay less tax. Now, how are we supposed to make the rich get rich?
Do they pay less tax or do they pay, do they pay less tax or are they paying a smaller mill rate on a higher property value?
I'm talking about car tax.
Okay.
Same car. We're talking
Okay.
about a 2005 Honda
Mhm.
Civic.
Okay.
You pay more tax on that car in New
Mhm.
Haven
Mhm.
than you did in Greenwich or Madison or Guilford.
Okay.
Now, Martin Looney at one point wanted to fix that. In 2015, there was a budget that would have put a cap on the car tax so that the
Okay.
city wouldn't have to pay so much more than the suburbs. But he backed off of it.
Okay. And
They
why would you
passed it
say-
for 2 months, and then when somebody complained, they got rid of it.
So,
I wrote an article in the Connecticut Mirror about that, which I'd be happy to show you. But I protested it at the time, and I think we need to bring that idea back because it's not fair. It's ridiculous. How we got cars in Madison and Greenwich, and they're paying less tax than New Haven? Give me a break. It's a joke.
I love your enthusiasm. This guy, I'm telling you right now, he's going to jump right through the screen at me. And so- Alex is like, Alex, say the last name again?
Taubes.
Alex Taubes, and he's running for state senator. And by the way, when we talk about Martin Looney and he's a very powerful man. Martin Looney is he is the head of the state senate. Am I correct?
He's been
He's
the head of the state senate since the Holy Roman. Since 2011.
Since the Holy Roman.
And you know, we haven't seen any progress on the car and home tax since he's been the leader. But there's other things too. You know.
That's what I want to get to. Tell me about the other
There's
things.
other stuff too. You know,
Go ahead. Share.
You know, the other issue is that I shouldn't have to go to court for some of these cases that I'm working on.
Tell us
You know,
about
a lot
some of the
these
cases that you're working on.
Some of these cases, like first of all, my client. You know, if you check the front page of the New Haven Independent this morning,
Mhm.
you'll see a picture of my client Thaddeus Lowry with his wife and his child. And you know, Thaddeus is currently being incarcerated at Willard Cebulski, a prison in Enfield, Connecticut, with over 900 men, in a block with more than 80 men, in a room with 8 men, 2 of whom have tested positive for the coronavirus. And he is being incarcerated with these men who are positive with COVID, despite being on a nonviolent offense with a 2020 release date, so not that much time left, and pre-existing conditions including asthma and even a bullet in his lung. So he really can't afford to have a lung infection. And, you know, our state really can't afford. I don't understand why we've got Thaddeus behind bars when we've got individuals who have been convicted of child rape getting released on bond in the first year of a 12-year sentence, when my client had a 30-month sentence, and then he's in his last 6 months of his sentence. So I think that the governor of Connecticut, the state senators like Martin Looney, the attorney general, William Tong, who's defending all of this nonsense in court and saying that it should all get thrown out of court, I think that they're all full of shit. I mean, I'm sorry.
You're excited right now, and I could tell. But here it is, and I can hear this excitement in your, this strong commitment in your voice, and I can understand. And these things happen when you're that committed to something.
I make mistakes.
You do, but you're representing individuals who are incarcerated, like you're underground type of individual. Do you see yourself being more effective underground or going into the state senate?
Well,
because what I'm hearing right now, I would love to know that y'all here swinging it up, man.
We need
That's
it
just
in
my personal opinion. But
let me tell you something.
How can you make it better by going as a U.S. senator? I mean, as a state senator.
We need it in the state senate because too much of the government is just about working your way up the ladder. And you need people who speak the truth on the floor of the Senate. Now, in the state constitution, Connecticut state constitution goes all the way back to the 1600s. It's been rewritten, thank God, a couple of times. But one thing has stayed in it all these times it's gotten rewritten. And that's what's said on the floor of the General Assembly. You cannot be questioned about it, imprisoned for it, asked to answer for it in any other place. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you've got a whistleblower, if you've got someone who wants to speak truth to power, but they're afraid of the consequences of coming forward, of speaking out, a good state senator can bring it to the floor of the state Senate, and whoever is leaking that information will have total immunity under the state constitution.
But don't we have whistleblower laws already in place to cover that? Just curious.
Our whistleblower laws are like weaker than toilet paper, and honestly, and they need to be improved. They need to be improved. I'm actually working on a whistleblower case right now. It was supposed to go to trial in April in Manhattan. It's going to now go to trial in September. But we need more of that. It's like when there's smoke, there's fire. You think that there's just one instance of people being forced to wear trash bags when we see people being photographed with trash bags at nursing homes and hospitals? No, that's just the one courageous person who was willing to lose their job over it. That means that there's hundreds of people just like that who are suffering through it. So we need some whistleblowing senators. We need some creative thinkers who are going to be willing to pierce the veil of what's going on.
So the primary is coming up in August. Am I correct?
That's right. You can go to alexforctsenate.com. That's where I got my website going right now. We're raising money to qualify for the ballot, public financing. The election is August 11th, which is when the presidential primary for Connecticut is going to be. They moved the presidential primary to the same day as the Senate primary. I'm all for it. Let's put all the elections that day. As far as I'm concerned, make it a day off, too. Let's give people another stimulus check that day. I don't care. Do whatever you need to do to get people to vote. But August 11th, it's a Tuesday. This is another thing, by the way, I just want to say that Senator Looney's not getting the job done on. This election, August 11th, needs to be a male election. I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about, male, like ballot.
Dropping it in the mail, U.S. Postal.
I know we're both men. I'm not talking about all male, like male, female.
Right.
I'm talking about like U.S. Postal Service. All the ballots need to get mailed to you. Now, Senator Looney, he's absolutely ridiculous on this issue. It's bonkers. He's telling you that his plan, his genius idea is let's mail everybody an application for their vote. So now I gotta get something in the mail. I gotta fill it out. I've already registered to vote. I've already filled one thing out. They send me another thing in the mail to fill out. I fill it out. I mail it back to them. Then they mail me my ballot. Then I go fill out my ballot and I mail them my vote. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
Oh, gee.
I'm really sorry. Early. I haven't had my coffee. I'm drinking freaking water here.
I'm turning my mic on now.
Harry, this guy.
Harry, never mind 15 minutes.
Look,
never mind 15 minutes. Put us on an hour delay.
If you get taken down because of me, then I don't deserve to get elected. But now Looney's
going to... don't say that. We don't need to be taken down because
now Looney's going to take you down. Oh, no. No, I'm just kidding. So, but it's ridiculous to mail out the applications, mail the ballots like they do in other states. In Oregon, in Washington, the voters who have registered to vote and registered in time, they get mailed a ballot.
So what would you say would be speaking with Alex Talbis? Alex is running for senator, state senator, and he's the thing is when you get into office, let's just say that you happen to succeed Martin Looney, Senator Looney, and you're in this position now. Now you have to be that person who's going to work your way up the ladder in order to get something done, or are you going to take the AOC approach? Which, by the way, I understand is you guys are BU grads, both of you guys in the same class.
Go Terriers! Go Terriers! Boston University Terriers. AOC and I, both class of 2011, College of Arts and Sciences. We took Economics 101 together, so you know that we both bring it. AOC is my hero. You know, she's taking it to the streets. She's making it public. She's doing the things that I want to do, except at a, you know, I would consider if AOC is like Derek Jeter, I'm kind of like a single A minor league baseball player who's good, but you know, it's minor league baseball. It's the Connecticut.
So are you? Why are you downplaying your strengths here? I mean,
No. I'm just saying AOC is like she's in Congress. You know what I mean? People are coming to me. They're like, Alex, you're taking on Martin Looney.
I know exactly.
I'm like, AOC's taking on Joe Crowley. AOC's taking on Trump.
Well,
and he and I were in economics 101 together. Well, I can't take on Martin Looney. Come on.
Well, before you even get to Trump, she took on Joe Crowley, who was a very strong, powerful force out of New York. And she took him down, which was shocking to everyone, by the way, even her. As the results came in, you saw how she was in shock.
Joe Crowley eats Martin Looney's for breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Crowley was nothing to mess with. He's still a very powerful man.
He ain't bigger than Martin Looney. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to.
So what do you say? You're trying to. So you're saying if Joe Crowley eat Martin Looney for breakfast, you want to have you use it? You pass him in the bathroom? What's the deal?
I'm just saying
I just want to know.
He's not as big as people make him out to be.
Oh my God.
You know, people make him out to be this huge thing, but like he represents 100,000 people. You know.
Okay.
You know, AOC.
Actually, he represents the whole state at the end of the day as being Senate majority leader.
I think most of the time he's really representing his neighborhood over a lot of other people in his district because he doesn't like the airport. But, you know,
tell me about this airport situation. I keep hearing about this airport situation, but someone in the room right now, Kadik, he lives out there by the airport, and I don't think, you know, he says that the airport wakes his baby son up. What do you say to the people who have those basic issues about the airport being more?
I gotta say it. It's not that loud, man. It's kind of cool.
What are you changing your whole view? But anyway,
look. Also, like when you're buying a house, my recommendation is you're looking for a quiet neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a really good deal next door to the airport.
Oh, Jesus God. So I'm going to save you on
common sense. Use common sense.
I'm going to save you. Next thing you're going to be cussing again. Stop. Next thing you got to say, stop it. Oh, goodness. I mean, come on.
Move next door to an airport and then you tell them to quiet down? That's not common sense to me.
You turn the engine down.
That's just not common sense.
You know what, Joe?
I know he's been there also. I know he's been there
I really
for a
don't.
long time, but he's not been there longer than the airport.
Well, say that again, please.
He's lived there for a long time, but he hasn't lived there 100 years. Okay, the airport's been there almost 100 years. Okay, so it's not like
the deal
brand
about
new
the
airport. It's like the airport moved in next door. It's not like that. You moved next door.
Okay, this guy's not letting up. So the airport situation and why this is such a big thing here in the city of New Haven is because we have the airport. This guy got a picture of AOC up here. Do you see this? I just look up and see AOC doing the craziest laugh I ever seen before. That's your classmate right there. Anyway,
Go Terriers.
The airport, it's been a big issue here in the city of New Haven. The city has spent to actually soundproof some homes over there. Am I correct?
My wife texted me from the bedroom. You're shouting.
Am I shouting or he is? Yes, you are. Yes,
about me.
Yes, you are. But anyway, the airport itself, you have done. It has been a big issue here in the city of New Haven. And people really have a problem with this airport expansion. And they're looking to expand. They wanted to expand it, what is that, 100 feet or something like that, or 1,000 feet?
It's like a tiny little bit of runway. It's nothing.
They wanted to expand the runway. Now, what was the purpose of trying to expand the runway? Was to try to get more flights in.
Yeah,
am I correct?
Some business going.
And the thing about it, the reason why they wanted, from what I understood,
down to Florida direct, get ourselves to Chicago direct. Talking about some of our young Yale kids, they're like, they want to start a business, but their boyfriend or their girlfriend is long distance. Oh, now they got to start their company in New York City. Sorry, New Haven.
And we're talking about Alex Talbis. Alex, I'm going to have you back here. You know what? I'm going to keep you on. I don't mind. You have a lot to say. He's running for state senator. Excuse me?
I'm just getting started. Just getting warmed up.
I know. I just noticed I'm going to have to give this guy more clock.
He's fired up, ready to go.
He is super fired up, ready to go. Win, lose, or draw. I mean, it'll be good to have you back on just to keep you going, because we need more people like yourself who's actually, as far as I'm concerned, you're doing a lot for my community. You're up here, you're fighting for blacks who, like, for example, Thaddeus, who, is this the same Thaddeus Kotick? Do you know?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I think so.
The manager?
I'm not. That's what I was saying. I think we know him, but I'm not 100%. I didn't see the article.
Thaddeus Lowry.
Yeah, I think it is him. We got to take a look at the article to see it. Anyway, so I definitely want to keep talking with you, Alex, because you're covering our people that we know of our community who has been in situations, and it's good to know that there's someone like yourself who's on the front line. I think what's really going to be a missing voice is, I think we need more lawyers like yourself on the streets. I mean, you can't get a decent lawyer.
Right.
You can't get a decent lawyer to do any work for you, because I mean it's a mess out here when it comes down to lawyers. And you want a decent lawyer, someone who will passionately work for you and do it with a good intent. It's a challenge. So look, I thank you very much for coming on. And Alex, hold on one second before you take us on. Cut that, Harry. Harry, you gotta cut that. Okay. Alex, I'd like you to big ups and shout outs to whomever you are. Actually, I don't want no big ups and shout outs. Let them know where they can, how they can get in contact with you or support you or raise money or whatever. Go.
You could call me at 203-909-0048. I give out my personal cell. Good idea, Eliker. You can go to my website, alexforctsenate.com. That's Alex, FORCTsenate.com. And you can check out my platform and everything. Shout out to my wife for waking her up. Everybody, thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Alex Talbis it is, people. It's great having you on. Listen, man, we'll talk more, okay? All right, man. All right, listeners, stay connected. We'll talk with you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, 7 a.m. to 9. WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. And of course, it's on everything else. See you in the morning.
$1994, I'm off the porch, sipping 40 ounces with my dogs. Going half on nickel bags of funk. That was back when I believed in luck. Yeah. Running off at the mouth could get you. But back then all it did was get you jump. Pants rubbing and humping's 88. I'm getting older now. Yeah, watching older figure throwing rims up on his truck. I was fascinated how he's getting all this stuff. Heard he died on the dance floor, doing the butt. They was shooting up the party, screaming, "It's better duck." And I couldn't get enough, cause apparently I'm stuck. Just pay me what you owe me, never can I get a buck. And I'm arrogant as I tell you, look, life is a game of spades and it's played by the book, yeah. I be feeling like I'm all alone. No room for nobody on the throne. Everybody coming from my head. I can feel this feeling in my bones. I be feeling like I'm all alone. No room for nobody on the throne. Everybody coming from my head. I can feel this feeling in my bones. They thought I wouldn't make it, then I made it. I thought that they would love me, but they hated. They thought that I was high and I was faded. But still ain't no denying I'm the greatest ever. I promised my daughter to never promise. I broke that promise twice, now I owe my daughter all kinds of. I don't wear a watch, I can show you what time it is. I be spinning blocks, texting I'm right outside your crib. It's not a magic trick when I'm disappearing inside you, sis. Swimming with the sharks, dodging all them piranha fish. Cause I ain't trying to lose, and that's a major accomplishment. Kids in private school, you can miss me with all that minor shit. Take my coffee, 2 sugars, heavy on the cream. 3 albums, 1 summer, Philly blunt a machine. I am January's baby, February's dream. Marching into April, I'm something June never seen. And it seems